first interview with the former Thai Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra since the violent protests in Bangkok. Mr Thaksin was ousted by a military coup in 2006 and is currently living in exile and in hiding from Thai authorities who've issued a warrant for his arrest on charges of terrorism in connection with the anti-government protests by his red shirt supporters over the past 2 months. The Thai Foreign Ministry has reportedly asked Interpol to arrest him and deport him back to Bangkok. Well, tonight Mr Thaksin agreed to speak to Lateline and joined us just a short time ago by phone. Thaksin Shinawatra, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Are you prepared to go back to Thailand and face up to the terrorism charges that have been levelled against you?
Well, first of all, let me express my sympathy of the arrest of the Australian that went on the stage of red church and been arrested through the power under royal emergency decree, which is I'm very sympathizing. But anyway, whether going back or not is not the matter of an urgency. The urgency is that how can we see Thailand having a reconciliation, real reconciliation. If anything, if the confrontation still going on, is not good for the country. We want to see reconciliation because the government always said about reconciliation, but the way they use the iron fist approach. They are not using velvet glove approach. That is mean that there are more confrontation than more reconciliation.
But Mr Thaksin, these are very serious charges, terrorism charges. They carry the death penalty. Are you worried that Interpol will track you down and arrest you and deport you to Bangkok to face a court?
I can assure you this is really purely politically motivated case, allegation. And it's not really, it has no ground. In my mind, I always advocate to the peaceful protests, and I always supporting my people that Thailand needs reconciliation. I always saying that, and I always have the passion on reconciliation. I never supporting any violence, and everybody that know me and all the countries here, they know well that is no way that the former Prime Minister will become terrorist to hurt their own country. No way.
The allegations against you are very specifically that you orchestrated the recent unrest, that you secretly funded and possibly directed the operations, or that subordinates acting on your behalf did all of those things.
If the process is gone through the rule of law, this allegation cannot be found because of there is no evidence at all. It's just the allegation from one side. And now today, the court accepts my lawyer's petition to cancel the arrest warrant for review.
Are you concerned that Interpol, having been asked by the Thai Foreign Ministry to arrest you, will really do that?
Definitely they will do. But Interpol has their own criteria to judge. That is, it should not be politically motivated. This is really politically motivated, and there is no cloud. You know, several times that Thai government has asked Interpol to issue the Interpol arrest warrant to me. And Interpol always find out that the information that the Thai government gave is unreliable and is politically motivated.
At least one army general who supported you among the red shirts was shot dead during the unrest. Do you still have close supporters in the military?
You know, because the military are very disciplined. You know, what they are, they just follow what the boss said. But anyway, many are not agree with the way the army has been used to kill their own people. What you have to concern is the life of the innocent people. 88 of people dying and 1,800 was injured. So that is, you have to have investigation on that, and the investigation must be fair. And now 300 innocent protesters has been detained under the emergency decree.
Do you reject the violence that was done in your name, as well as the violence done by the military?
We never engage in violence. If you look at the way, if you look at the way the military suppression, they use tanks, they use snipers, they hit the general by snipers, they hit the many people by snipers. Even at the temple on the last day before they go back home, they've been massacred in the temple. That is what the international should concern.
Amongst the peaceful red shirt demonstrators, there was a hard core of armed militants, the same men who evidently set fire to dozens of buildings in Bangkok and in other places after the army moved in. Who were those men? Who do you say they were?
If you look at it, you know, why at the red shirt burn the Central World? Why not other sides? The Central, if you look at many analyses in Thailand, you will understand better that the red shirts, they are not sophisticated enough to burn the whole building down. They may angry to create fires here and there, a small fire, but not a big fire. The big fire must be the work of professionals. It must be a red shirt, definitely. And it must be well planned ahead. I can assure you, as an ex-priest, I can assure you that this is a well planned and professionally done. It's not merely, I can say that it's a setup. It's a setup. Even the weapons that they come on display, brand new weapons, they not allow anyone to touch it. Actually, the weapon never been used. How can the red shirt having that weapons and no one hurt on the military side?
Well, so you understand the allegation will be that they were able to buy weapons because you supplied them with large sums of money in order to fund this red shirt rebellion. That would be the allegation against you.
No way. Where can you buy the weapons? They are not military. Where can they buy it? And then, and if they have weapons, why they are surrender so easy? Why they don't shoot with the military? Why there is no military casualty on the military side? So I think you have to be very reasonable to understand the situation.
Is the red shirt rebellion over now? Is it finished, or do you believe it will flare up again?
I don't know. They've been bullied now. They've been hunting everywhere in Thailand. So they are in difficulty. They have been hunting. This is the way the government calls reconciliation. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thaksin Shinawatra, we will have to leave you there. It sounds like you've gone anyway. Thank you very much for joining us.